family. My name is Deb Nielsen, and welcome to Hymns of Hope. I'm sitting on my back deck this morning on this beautiful spring day because the hymn I want to share with you is In the Garden. As a music therapist, I travel to nursing homes all across the North Iowa area, and by far the most requested hymn that they want to sing is In the Garden. In Pastor Dan's sermon this last Sunday, he talked about how Jesus appeared to the disciples. In the four Gospels, there was a different story. And today, I'd like to talk about how In the Garden was based on Jesus appearing to Mary in the Gospel of John. From John 20. Mary Magdalene went to the disciples with the news, "I have seen the Lord," and she told them he had said these things to her. The author of this hymn is C. Austin Miles. In 1912, the music publisher Dr. Adam Gable asked C. Austin Miles to write a hymn text that would be sympathetic in tone, breathing tenderness in every line, one that would bring hope to the hopeless, rest for the weary, and downy pillows to dying beds. This is what C. Austin Miles told about the writing of In the Garden. One day in April 1912, I was seated in a dark room where I kept my photographic equipment and organ. I drew my Bible towards me. It opened at my favorite chapter, John 20, whether by chance or inspiration. That meeting of Jesus and Mary that first Easter had lost none of its power and charm. As I read it that day, I seemed to be part of the scene. I became a silent witness to that dramatic moment in Mary's life when she knelt before her Lord and cried, "Rabboni." My hands were resting on the Bible while I stared at the light blue wall. As the light faded, I seemed to be standing at the entrance of a garden, looking down a gently winding path shaded by olive branches. A woman in white with head bowed, hand clasping her throat as if to choke back her sobs, walked slowly into the shadows. Mary. And as she came to the tomb upon which she placed her hand, she bent over to look in and hurried away. John in flowing robe appeared, looking at the tomb. Then came Peter, who entered the tomb, followed slowly by John. As they departed, Mary reappeared. Leaning her head upon her arm at the tomb, she wept. Turning herself, she saw Jesus standing. So did I. I knew it was he. She knelt before him with arms outstretched, and looking into his face, cried, "Rabboni." I wakened in sunlight, gripping the Bible with muscles tense and nerves vibrating. Under the inspiration of this vision, I wrote as quickly as the words could be formed, the poem exactly as it has since appeared. That same evening, I wrote the music. So, will you sing with me, "I Come to the Garden Alone"? I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. So just remember, as we're in this self-isolation, he walks with us and he talks with us and he tells us that he is with us all along the way. So this week, get out and enjoy the beautiful spring days. Look for the peonies popping up through the ground, the daffodils, and the tulips blooming. Until next time, God be with you.